Salah, of course, gets the other goal. There's still the sort of discourse ongoing around him really after his agent's antics the other week. I've seen a few people sort of, talking about his agent and how it's maybe a bit of a distraction for Liverpool and coming at the worst possible time. I'm not sure whether I'm sort of on the side of that, because I think, Mo Salah's professional enough, he's good enough at his job for one, to just continue cracking on with it no matter what's going on in the background. Jurgen Klopp will be having those chats to him as well, sort of saying, whatever's going on in the background here, this is your job and we want you to stick to doing that for now. And I mean, him getting a goal at the weekend, I feel like is massive for him being able to do that and just focus on that.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as the kind of player who'll throw a fit, like a hissy fit on the pitch. For example, he'll get on with it and he'll know that, like he's on Instagram yesterday and it's like, I can't remember what it was, but it's like one more down or something like that.
Yeah.
Something of that ilk.
It's in our hands.
It's in our hands, that was it, yeah, that's the one. And it was like, you are still focused on the football. I mean, I'd like them to sort it out. I think I sort of desensitised myself to footballers in about 2004, and once you accept that they're in it for themselves, and it just so happens that your football club's best interests actually marries up with that a lot of the time. If Steven Gerrard wanted to leave for various reasons, then it's not exactly a shock that Mohamed Salah's prepared to go, right, no, I'm not. This isn't what I want. Maybe this isn't what will be here for me in 3 years. And I'm all right with it, to be perfectly honest. It is what it is, and hopefully they come to an agreement, because I want to watch them play football for Liverpool for quite a long time yet. But it might not happen, and if it doesn't, so be it. We'll be fine.
I think one of the things that people are probably clinging to at this stage is where does he go? There's the idea of maybe a Newcastle going in for him, but that doesn't look like it's a barrel has to be playing for at the moment. I also feel like Salah's got the ambition to sort of look beyond that. And then there's the obvious shout of PSG always if you're looking at sort of money clubs, but you see within the PSG game yesterday the players getting booed when they're going to free kicks. Gino Wijnaldum getting booed again as he came off the pitch. A few of their lads getting booed as they came off the pitch. To be fair, it doesn't look like a barrel has to be playing for them at all.
No, I mean, when you basically win the league by default, which is what they do, there's not a lot you can do now. I'm pretty sure, are they out the French Cup as well, I think? So basically, or is the League Cup finished and they're out there in the French Cup? There's something that they basically got. Yeah. It's what are we now, the 14th of March, and their season is pretty much dead. Yeah. So that must be frustrating for them, especially when you're 2-0 up away at Real Madrid effectively, and you should be in the quarterfinals. I can sort of see the viewpoint of the fans that they're paying players an extraordinary amount of money, and it's not like a mercenary thing, but it's almost like they're not fully invested in the way that players at other clubs are. You look at Liverpool's players, you look at Manchester City's players, you look at Bayern Munich's players, you look at Inter's players. For example, I watched Inter last night and they battled for 90 minutes. They equalised in the 93rd minute, but they battled and they fought. And they didn't play particularly brilliantly, but there was sort of a mentality and an attitude that the fans could buy in. And you don't watch
and
PSG.
You saw that Anfield as well, didn't you?
You don't watch PSG and think that that's what the players are. They sort of want to do it easy. They want to just basically go, we're better at football than you would beat you. And then when the going gets tough, they get going, really. And it's happened too many times over the years. Like, when you think about it, the fact that they were 5-3 up on aggregate in the 88th minute, and they had 5-all. 5-all was their result, and they managed to lose. It's the most incredible. It's just incredible that players are able to get themselves into that situation, and they sort of need to be ripped up and start again, really. And it's a shame that the one player that they could probably build around for the next 10 years is probably going to bail on them in the summer, in a way. And I say this as a shame. There's no element of PSG falling apart that will bother me. In fact, I'll actually be quite happy because of the whole wider context around why PSG exists. But it's, from the fans' point of view, I can see why they're quite annoyed.
Yeah, that's maybe the one worry, I suppose, is if PSG are going to come in for Salah, is Mbappe's future. If Mbappe's got his heart set on Real Madrid, which it feels like he does at this stage, then it sort of feels like it clears a bit of room for Salah almost, doesn't it? But then that's the one bit of hope you're clinging to, is that Salah looks at it and goes, it's a shit show there, lads, I don't fancy that.
Exactly, but this is sort of if he decides he wants to go to PSG, then I'll just go, all right, fair enough, what you want is clearly not what we're offering anyway. It's about, ultimately, he's not, whatever he does, he's not going to be poor. He's going to be paid a lot of money, and if he decides that an extra few quid, and I say a few quid like it's an amount I've got in my back
100
pocket now.
grand, yeah.
It's a lot of money. But if he decides that extra money that's not going to change his life in any way, shape or form is more important to him than the difference between Liverpool and PSG, then sound, see you later. That's whatever. If that's what you want, that's what you want, and I'm not going to, from personal point of view, I'm not going to cry about that, and I'm not going to try and change anyone's mind. I mean, I'll just be clear about this. I want him to stay.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
he's brilliant.
yeah.
It isn't I want you to leave, go away, get rid, bye-bye. It's just what it was motivated. I want players who are motivated to play for Liverpool.
It's an acceptance that we'll be fine, whatever happens as well, isn't it? It's not, it's not a resignation that we are going to lose him, but it's an acceptance that if we do,
especially 5 minutes ago, we were talking about Luis Diaz.
Exactly. The future of Liverpool is bright.
Alright, the Reds, to enjoy the rest of this video as well as all of our premium content, just click on the join button below and join our YouTube membership. You'll get all of our exclusive content, including our match previews, our post-match reaction, our exclusive interviews, and all the transfer chat about who is coming in and out. So yeah, share the journey with us, supporting Liverpool from the heart of the city. We're home, we're away. Come and share it with us. Up the Reds.